good to get going. Let's see, a couple questions. So, John, tell me some more obscure N64 titles you wouldn't mind streaming. I'm not really big on obscure N64 stuff. Like, most of the N64 games that I am familiar with and I replay a lot are ones that everybody knows. I can't really think of any obscure ones that I've played for more than a couple. Maybe Mischief Makers? People seem to be liking, people seem to be coming around on Mischief Makers in recent years, though. Less popular like Castlevania 64. I actually got Castlevania 64 pretty recently from a used game thing, because it was cheap. I haven't really dove into it yet. Never played any of the Mario RPGs. How good are they? I guess it depends on which ones you're talking about and what time period. The first 3 Paper Mario games are good, though the third one, Super Paper Mario, is just flat out not an RPG. It's a platformer with, like, RPG elements. And then you've got the Mario and Luigi games, and those are pretty much all good. Except maybe Paper Jam? I'm not sure. I've never played Paper Jam. So I couldn't tell you if that was any good or not. But all the Mario and Luigi games are pretty good. The original Super Mario RPG is also really good, and it's sort of regarded as, like, a classic for good reason. It's very good. And, I think that's all the Mario RPGs. I can't think of any other ones. This is nice, but it's no command mission. A bit slow and monotonous. Paper Jam is definitely the weakest Mario and Luigi. That's what I've heard. That Paper Jam was just sort of made to, for lack of a better term, shut up the people who wanted a new Paper Mario without them actually having to make a new Paper Mario that was any good. Mario had a rough transition to Paper 3D. Bowser's Inside Story DX is the worst one because it's entirely redundant. Yeah, we had that conversation in the last Paper Mario stream, that it's so strange for them to have remade a game that just wasn't that old, could be played on the console it was remade for, and already looked great. Like, there was really no reason. I mean, I understand why after they made that, nobody fucking bought it, and they went out of business over at Alpha Dream. Because there was just no reason for that port to exist. They were desperate for money, so they said, let's redo the fan favorite. Yeah, the thing is, I understand it, but I think the Mario and Luigi games just needed to cool down. Like, I think they were making too many of them too quickly. Like, the 3DS had what? If you count the remakes, the 3DS had like 4 Mario and Luigi games. They should have done Partners in Time remake instead? Absolutely. I agree. Hey, why am I jumping in the empty space between blocks? Is there an invisible block here somewhere? Or am I just looking like a jackass? Dream Team Bowser's Inside, Paper Jam. They also remade Superstar Saga. Which I understand. I understand remaking Superstar Saga because it's, you know, an older game. It's on GBA, so it couldn't have been played super easily on a modern system. I mean, it was on the Wii U Virtual Console, but I mean, that would imply people owned a Wii U. So that remake kind of makes sense to me. The Bowser's Inside Story one makes zero sense. I don't understand why they bothered, other than hoping for money. Partners in Time favorite soundtrack out of my RPG games. Partners in Time in general. I haven't played it for a while, but I remember liking it a lot. I remember liking it more than the first one, which I still really liked. That's not an indictment on the first one. I liked it more than Superstar Saga, for sure. But apparently people, it either sold poorly or people didn't like it, something like that. Problem with Partners in Time's bosses were too tanky and repetitive. I remember the last boss being a nightmare, but I don't remember anything other than that as far as like boss health goes. It's been a long time. Of course, I remember you. No. I understand that the baby thing could get annoying to some people, but I like that they were at least trying to expand on the ideas of, like, the bros platforming that Superstar Saga had implemented. Like, I give them points for attempting. Maybe if I went back and played it, it would be terrible. I don't know. I haven't played it in such a long time. Wait, this is on N64. Man, this game looks amazing. This game does look really good. I mean, so resolution-wise, it's a little bit better, because I am playing it on the Wii U. But, I feel it's because Paper Mario was made so late in the N64's life. Like, this was the last, game that Nintendo officially made themselves. Well, Intelligent Systems made it, but, you know, third-party stuff. Because it was in 2001, right before the GameCube came out. So they had all sort of already figured out exactly what they wanted to do. And how all the graphic shit worked and all that. It helps that, stylistically, there's basically no 3D models. So you could just have a whole bunch of highly detailed textures all over the place to make things look better. Two party members max, does party size get bigger? No, it's two. You can freely switch between Mario's various party members, but it's always Mario and then his partner character behind him. People are usually blown away to an Animal Crossing is a straight N64 port. Yeah, that was, I'm not a huge fan of Animal Crossing, but that was something that blew my mind when I first learned it. Because you hear that Animal Crossing was originally on N64, and you're like, oh dear God, what did it look like? But no, it pretty much looks identical to the GameCube Animal Crossing. The late N64 stuff looks pretty good, especially compared to... Like, I I will defend Super Mario 64 to the death of me. Super Mario 64 looks really, like, compared to even things released a little later, like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64 looks very bland and basic in, like, its level design. A lot of big, flat grass textures and shit like that. N64 disk drive? Okay, here, let me let you in on a little secret. If Nintendo was making a video game for the N64, it was originally designed for the 64 disk drive. That's one thing you see when you look into, like, canceled games and betas and all that. Every single first-party Nintendo game was going to be on the 64 disk drive, and then it catastrophically failed and all the games got scaled back. Like, even Ocarina of Time, like, it was immediate. Like, right after they made Mario 64, I think, after working so hard on Mario 64, they immediately realized the limitations on cartridge space, and they were like, oh, fuck. We done screwed up. We need to think of a way to fix this. Unfortunately, the 64 DD had, like, 5 pieces of software made for it, and I don't think it ever released outside of Japan. To be fair, they pioneered 3D gaming for the most part. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just tell me what to do. I don't remember. I know we're going to the desert next, I believe. But I don't remember what to do exactly. F-Zero Trackmaker is... Yeah, that F-Zero Trackmaker thing for the 64DD is way fucking ahead of its time. That thing is super impressive. The 64DD had some impressive stuff on it. It's just... It would have been a hard sell right after people bought the N64 to say, okay, now also buy this thing. And, like, how much was the 64DD? Does anyone even have, like, a ballpark of, like, how much it would have been in, like, US dollars? Like 200? That sounds about right. And also, oof. Can't imagine why it failed. Pay $200 to get those Mario Artist Studio games and an F-Zero Trackmaker. Just take this off for right now, because we need to get a badge point. I had, if you were here last time, I accidentally selected flower points for my second level up instead of badge points. So, we're a little fucked right now. See how much faster we spin now. He's really fucking moving. Thank you for the follow. Looked it up, it was around 90 US dollars. Oh, duh, bomb bet. There we go. Absolutely. The magical wizard in the hut told me the plot was in this direction. You know, all the 64DD stuff, it's interesting to think how different things might have been if Nintendo had just went with discs instead of cartridges for the N64. But think about all the games they had to cut back and remove features. Think of all the franchises they lost because developers just couldn't deal with the limited cartridge space. Like the biggest one being Final Fantasy, where they tried to make it for N64, but it was just like, this would take like 100 cartridges to fit this game. There's just no way. Even ports were usually weird and like had all their FMVs and cutscenes stripped out. Apparently the US release of the 64DD was supposed to have Final Fantasy VII as a launch title. I mean, I'd believe it. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, like, doesn't remember, Square and fucking Nintendo were close as hell during that era. I don't think Square released anything on anything that wasn't a Nintendo console for the longest time. And then they're just like, nope, we gotta go. We're going to PlayStation. Bye. We're going to make one of the most important and influential RPGs of all time, but it's not gonna be on your console. If N64 did this, maybe we could have gotten Super Mario RPG too. Maybe I mean like, yeah, like a Super Mario RPG 2 made, but imagine, like, God. Imagine if, like, instead of having, because Paper Mario only exists because they couldn't make Super Mario RPG 2. That was the original design behind Paper Mario, is that it was Super Mario RPG 2. Imagine if that never happened. Like, would we still be getting Super Mario RPG games? Gino will never be in Smash. We were supposed to get a Final Fantasy IX port on GameCube. I have never heard about that. There we go. Get some fucking badge points. Yeah, I was unaware that was a thing. Two streams in a row? Yeah, I just really wanted to play Paper Mario. I'm gonna have to give up Speedy Spin just so we can have some more HP right now. My HP's just too low. Let's put that back on later. Deal that fell through because of PS2 and the Xbox. Shit's wild. And Nintendo hasn't gotten a main Final Fantasy since then. I mean, there's all those ports on Switch of like the 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I think the Zodiac Age was on there too, but they usually only get a lot of like weird spin-offs, like Theater Rhythm. That weird, it was called like Explorers or something. It was like a Japan-only crossover, like Dynasty Warriors sort of game, I think. That was on 3DS. It was a Monster Hunter clone, okay. I had only seen brief gameplay of it. They got arguably the best Tales series game at Symphonia. I mean, people could argue all day over which Tales game is the best, but Symphonia, I would say, is absolutely the most important and influential one. I'm not really a fan of the Tales games before that. Had like the weird 2D gameplay. Symphonia on GameCube, Abyss on PS2, Vesperia on 360, all amazing titles. Absolutely. The most influential Tales is Zestiria. Yeah, most influential in me not giving a fuck about the series anymore. I couldn't tell you what it was about Zestiria that just bored the absolute fuck out of me. Never finished it. Oh, right, there's 3 letters. Shouldn't have came back. Zestiria's problem was the protagonist was a boring character. Yes? What was his name? His name was like Rory or something? I don't remember his name. But I feel the problem with Zestiria was they made a big deal about like, oh, we're going back to the roots of RPGs. Sorry, that's his name, okay. We're going back to the roots of RPGs. It's gonna be like medieval and dragons and stuff, and it just made all of it very boring. That might just be me, because I'm really not into that, like, generic medieval fantasy style. Like, that does nothing for me. I did like, Berseria, though. And I'm hoping Arise looks like, at the very least, Arise looks like they're pumping a shitload of like money and effort into it. Like, at least Arise looks like, whether it'll be for better or worse, we'll see. Tales of Arise looks like it is at least trying to push the series forward, at least somewhat. Don't like Dragon Quest or old Final Fantasy? No, not really. I've never given a real try to Dragon Quest. They've just never appealed to me to, like, sit down and try them. And yeah, like, the first 4 or 5 Final Fantasies just, I can see why they're good. It's just not super interested in it. That's why I like around, like, 6, you know. 6 goes for, like, that weird, magic-y, steampunk sort of style. And then from that point on, the Final Fantasy games started having, like, more unique settings and designs and all that. I know Dragon Quest is good. I'm sure it's good. It takes a lot to convince me to sit down and play a turn-based RPG. I know that seems impossible considering I'm playing 2 different turn-based RPGs on stream right now, but I really prefer action RPGs over turn-based ones. Like, I am the person who, and again, I've said this on stream before, and I don't want to get into no argument about anybody. Like, I prefer Final Fantasy VII Remake's gameplay 100% to the original Final Fantasy VII's gameplay. Like, if it's turn-based, it's got to have something to it. It's got to have, like, a spin for me to be super into it. So, like, Mario RPGs usually have, like, all sorts of action commands and, like, button things and stuff you do. So those catch my eye. Persona has, you know, everyone has a million different attacks, switching the personas around, all the social stuff. That's why I like Persona. But if it's just like Dragon, that's like, Dragon Quest is an RPG through and through, you know? And I'm glad that people who like that still have that. Like, I have a friend who really loves, like, those early Final Fantasy games and all that, and they just... You don't get AAA games like that anymore. Maybe Shin Megami Tensei? I don't know, maybe when that, remake comes out of, what is it, 3? That's being remade. I might take a look at it. Came out already? Maybe if it's on sale around like holiday time, I might take a look at it. Nocturne, fine game. Nocturne is definitely a classic RPG. I mean, it's somewhat familiar to me just seeing it, you know, because obviously it's sort of lost at this point to casual people like me that the Persona games are a spin-off of the SMT games. They are not their own franchise. Nocturne is a big grind. If Dragon Quest puts you off, I doubt you could deal. It's not so much the grinding that puts me off of turn-based RPGs. It's just... I just get bored of the especially older ones. Like, I assume nowadays it's sort of cooled down, but... I'm just super not into... I guess more open RPGs is the way to describe it. Like, here you go. Go out in the big open fantasy world and just do whatever you want. Like, that doesn't appeal to... I like my games tight and linear, focused. So, like, that's why Final Fantasy X is probably my favorite Final Fantasy. Because that game knows exactly what it's doing, and it's very straightforward, and it doesn't dick around and waste your time. Like, the plot's constantly moving along. East, the only one I really played was, what was it, 7? Was the one that was on the Vita? I played all the way through that one, I really liked it. Memories of, Celceta or something like that? Something, I can't remember the name. Memories of Celceta, yeah, that's the one. I really liked that. put through that all the way. Completed the map and everything. Final Fantasy X was first. 12 is and always has been my favorite. I know a lot of people like 12. Especially he started hearing a lot about it when that remake came out. I haven't played it yet. I've meant to pick up the remake and try it. The Zodiac Age. I just haven't. It's on my great big list of games I need to play when I have time. Dude, have you ever played Mega Man Battle Network? No, I don't think I've heard of that one. You guys want to tell me what that's about? Funniest roast I've heard in a video game? My favorite roast in all of video games is in Kingdom Hearts 3, when Woody confronts young Xehanort, and he tells him that no one ever loved him before. That shit is hilarious to me every time. You should try Mega Man X Command Mission. It has 0 in it. You don't say. Boy, I will get these block timings right eventually. Project Cross Zone 2. Maya just straight up says it Poison's chin looks like a butt. Yeah, I never played the second one. I played the first Project Cross Zone. Beat the first Project Cross Zone. There was so much. I mean, it's basic. Those games are basically 100% fan service. They're not really designed about being deeply strategic or engrossing. It's just like, hey, do you want to watch Dante from Devil May Cry talk to Phoenix Wright? There you go. Enjoy. The only problem I remember with the first part with Project Cross Zone is that it just keeps fucking going. Like, I remember it lasting or going on for longer than it needed to, considering how kind of simplistic it was. Project Cross Zone's better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Story? I don't know. I don't play half-finished garbage. No, wait, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, wasn't that an MCU commercial? I don't think that was a game. I think you got something mixed up. If you want to try out some unique action RPG-esque games, try the Soul Blazer series on SNES. Alright, take a look at that. I have never played those. Marvel's Capcom Infinite was the DVD extra for WandaVision. Like, it is so odd. Like, all the interviews and stuff came out later about Infinite that, like, just confirmed it. But it was so fucking obvious seeing that roster that Marvel stuck their greedy little nubs in it and like personally decided every single character and their designs. Oh, look at this precious little boy. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's like the best healing item in the whole game. And I believe you can get a couple of them. Straight up sent that mole to horny jail. You don't whack him too many. Okay, I don't know if it's in this game or Thousand Year Door. I think if you whack him too many times, he tries to fight you? I could be completely misremembering and thinking of something else. For some reason, I remember there being some kind of punishment for hitting him too many times. He just goes away. Maybe that was like a beta thing or something, because for some reason I can picture it. He is set up as an encounter somehow. I could be completely misremembering, but it might be a beta thing or something. Kingdom Hearts still doesn't have any MCU characters? No. There were apparently some people behind the scenes who wanted to try to get Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it sort of fell through. But no Marvel stuff. Darth Vader would fit in Cage too well. Yeah, Star Wars stuff would fit in Kingdom Hearts. You know, weird magic bullshit, people using swords. A bunch of weirdos dressed in black. Yeah, dark side. You could throw some dark side darkness bullshit in there. I firmly believe nobody actually understands the story of Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my half-hot take about Kingdom Hearts and its story. Up until the fucking phone game, as long as you played every game, Kingdom Hearts' story was not that hard to follow. As long as you had played every entry, the series was pretty easy to understand. Until that fucking phone game came out. Because nobody played that fucking thing. Not enough to get all the story content anyway. Like, it would take you hundreds of fucking hours to get all of the story content that came out in Union Cross. I am a fucking huge Kingdom Hearts fan, and I can't even 100% tell you what's going on in the series at this current moment, because I don't really understand what happened in Union Cross. Because I played it, I probably put about 20 or 30 hours into it, and I was nowhere in the story. There's like thousands of levels in that story mode. What they need to do is... My ideal solution would be to make the story of Union Cross an actual game. Like, abridge it if you have to, but, like, make a regular-ass Kingdom Hearts game where you make your own character. And retell the story via that. Because it is too important, especially seeing the ending of Union Cross, it is too fucking important, especially because Union Cross is closed down now. That story is just too important for the series to keep going without people knowing what's going on in that game. Like, they made back cover, but, like, back cover doesn't really help. The story has advanced so far since then. Yeah, ask Square. Final Fantasy XI 2.0 any year now. Enix to make a mobile game. Wait. Is Final Fantasy XI still running? Why? Like, I understand people like it is obviously the reason, but, like, they have 14. And people, I haven't played 14, but people fucking love that game. So, hooray, we got a new partner. Paracarry. Float over stuff. Over 900,000 people still play it. Wow. They commissioned Nexon to remake 11 a decade ago. And Nexon just canceled it last year. Holy crap. 14 exploded in popularity this year? Absolutely. You can't go 2 fucking steps without hearing about that game on the internet anymore. And I haven't tried it. I feel like I kind of have to at this point. I was gonna try the free trial thing with my brother and some friends, but for some reason, if you are playing the free trial, you cannot party up with other people. Like, you can't make a party. So you cannot play with other people playing the free trial. Free trial is a burden at the moment because paid players have priority in logging queue. Oh yeah, and with how popular the game's been getting, I imagine that's quite an ordeal sometimes. 90k, not 900k. Okay, that makes more sense, but that is still more than I expected for a game that old. Does that game still get updates of any kind? Final Fantasy XI? Just skeleton crew maintenance stuff. Well, we're gonna need that later. Romerborn and Heaven's Ward are now free, so you get some excellent story. That's another thing, too. Like, I have heard people talk about the story of Final Fantasy XIV being good, and, like, I trust people, but that just seems impossible to me, because I've never played an MMO that had a remotely interesting story before. Final Fantasy XIV story is regular Final Fantasy story at 1/10 the pace. Oh, okay, there we go. I thought this guy was gonna attack us. Heaven's Ward and Shadowbringer's story are top tier. Stormblood is okay. I don't know. I'll have to try that at some point. I mean, I assume it's got to be pretty good considering they scrapped the entire... Look, Final Fantasy XIV's original existence into what it is now is just one of the funniest fucking things in the world to me. That the game was so bad, they were just like, nuke it, who cares? We'll try again. I'm Luigi. Well, thank you. As far as not as famous as we thought. The RPGs in general, Mario and Luigi does it too. They play fast and loose with how popular Mario and Luigi are supposed to be. Oh shit, give me 1 second, guys. I will be... Oh, okay, sorry about that. Oh, you always fought. I think you fight him on the way back. I think he swoops down and questions you again when you're leaving, I believe. In layman's terms, the original Final Fantasy XIV couldn't handle its own graphics. I guess, you know, that's funny. Like, Final Fantasy XIV is just notorious for being this hilarious failure. But, like, I don't actually know why it was bad. Like, I never played it. So I don't know what was wrong with it, that it was so bad they just deleted the whole thing. Hydrate time. It's been a while. I am in the desert, after all. Ah. Delicious sip. Let's see, they picked graphics over gameplay. I mean, that was sort of Square's problem for that, like, whole era. Was, like, they just could not let go of trying to be the prettiest game around. That's how we got the 13 games, which have barely anything in them. But, hey, they look really nice. The game has to be a hallway so it doesn't explode on itself, but, you know. I do hope you got the seed from the mountain. Yes, I got the seed from the little flower guy. Issues, could be wrong, but I believe issues in an individual player's client could kill a whole server. Jesus. "15's technically still works, 15 still works." Oh. We're gonna have some arguing in here. I don't get the hate for it. I really like Final Fantasy 15. Like, I understand if you're looking for a Final Fantasy game, like, yeah, it's not that, obviously. Well, I hope you're ready for the Lost Woods on fucking steroids, because that's what this quote-unquote dungeon is. He basically had to do homework for Final Fantasy 15 story. God damn. I don't know. I played it. I played it when it first launched. I enjoyed it. I understand, like, I am not as cynical and nitpicky as my videos might lead you to believe. Do I like any music games? I assume you mean rhythm games. And, yes, I actually like rhythm games quite a bit. I was really big into Guitar Hero and Rock Band, especially Rock Band, back when those were a thing that people cared about. Those Persona rhythm games, I really like those. I've played a couple of the Project Diva games, the Vocaloid stuff. Those are good. Melody of Memory, yeah. Oh, I have to go back and finish that. I didn't finish Melody of Memory. I did like it, though. Elite Beat Agents. I played Elite Beat Agents a long time ago in an emulator. Same with Elden. I used to play OS with my drawing tablet. Way back when. Ah, the mystical wiggle font. This is totally cool and doesn't make the text really obnoxious to fucking read. Let's see. Sekiro is such a good game. I love it, and Ghost of Tsushima. I have played neither. I know people like Sekiro. People are really into FromSoft stuff in general. I'm not huge on From, and that's why I really I wasn't in a rush to try Sekiro. I think Dark Souls is okay. I think the Dark Souls games are just fine. I really, really like Bloodborne. Bloodborne is easily my favorite game they've made. I'll hold my breath till the end of time for Bloodborne 2. And I'm really not looking forward to that Elden Ring. Because, like, I've talked in the past about the horrible pet peeve of mine of turning games into, like, giant open world maps that used to be very linear. And that looks like what they're doing with Elden Ring. Elden Ring looks like they're going for a big open map you ride a horse around. And I am not on board for that. Okay, oh, I gotta go. Okay, so I know you're supposed to, like, buy things in a certain order here. But I, don't remember how you're supposed to figure it out. I think you gotta give that other guy a lemon or something. Like, Elden Ring could be good. It's just, I have never played a game that was linear and then was made into an open world and, like, felt like, oh, this is so much better now. Like, it's almost always worse. Or just, like, feels like it's full of filler and padding. Like, as much as I love the actual game, like, just the regular-ass base gameplay of MGS5, you're just trying to fucking drive around, and you have to constantly deal with, outposts and everything, and people spotting you, and you can't just, like, warp to all the different bases in your helicopter or whatever. No, you gotta fucking constantly go back up and then come back down, or drive all the way over there. Like, it's just, it's pointless, it's annoying. I feel you basically said a bunch of empty space and busy work. That's a good way to put it. It feels like these companies go to make an open world game and they're just like, okay, so we just make our normal game, except there's a whole bunch of empty space everywhere and like a million little icons on your map to go pick up. Like, no, that's not that's not how you make an open world game. I say this as the guy who still likes Far Cry. I know, don't forget to block attacks. I know I should be blocking attacks, I'm just really bad at it. I'm not forgetting, I just suck. I know I'm supposed to be blocking. I don't know, the Far Cry games are like... they're relaxing to me, I think is the way to put it. Like, I don't play them for their, frankly, god-awful fucking stories. Or anything like that. Oh, goody, I came all the way here for a sound effect badge. Hi, John, how's it hanging? Oh, alright. Doing good right now. Oh, Seraph. Thank you for the sub. For the gift sub. You guys enjoy this? The hentai hammer? That got a first time chat out of a couple people. Far Cry doesn't... Okay, that's like perfect there. Far Cry doesn't try to be or sell itself as anything more than an open world full of distractions. Like, if you play a Far Cry game, you know exactly what you're getting. You're getting a big open world where you're going to shoot things, and there's going to be a bunch of bases and radio towers to get. And I'm absolutely fine with that. Well, this badge is never coming off. I promise I'm not being this terrible on purpose. I am trying. Maybe you should have bought the Mounty Bounce badge. Yeah, I didn't remember there being so many enemies in a line in this area. It's basically all enemies all lined up here. Trying to play and keep up with chat can be hard. Most streamers have a tough time with it. Well, thank you for making excuses for my terribleness. I appreciate you looking out for me. So I believe I need to find that oasis to get the lemon or the lime or whatever. I think that's what I'm doing right now. It's been a while since I played this game. The desert it looks like it's just weird repeating bullshit, but it is, yeah, like Forte's they're saying. It is a big preset grid. It isn't random. Go south from all the way to the right. Okay. Something yellow. Oh, it's just something yellow in general? Does anything else... Do I have access to any other yellow items at the moment? Just hand him a Thunder Rage. I'm sure he'll have use for it. Yeah, I know it's a lemon. I just wasn't sure if there was anything else I could give him. Because I was just curious for trivia reasons. I didn't know if there was anything else. I mean, I could just give him a single fucking coin. Would have been kind of fun if he takes whatever yellow thing you give him and gets increasingly more irate for a lemon. I actually don't remember this. What the fuck is going on here? What's the penalty for dying in this game? Back to the title screen. You go back to your last save point. I have to be swept up by one of the tornadoes and land on the badge. Okay. Let's just do what we're doing. Yeah, here comes the green now. So, I've never done it, but, like, what happens if you just, like, eat the lemon or sell it or something? Does another one just spawn and you have to go back for it? I don't want you, Leaf. Farewell. It respawns. You keep coming back for infinite lemon. Oh, okay, so here's this thing. I think this is the first one we've seen. So, your partners can't level up, but they can be given these little sphere orb magic things, and it will increase their attack power and give them new skills. I'm trying to think of what everyone's third skill is. So I know who to do. Suggestions? Let's go with Cooper, because I usually I have him to hit multiple enemies at once anyway. Team power level, just one party member. I think every partner character can be upgraded twice, but then that's it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this screen. I was gonna check what was here, but there's a bajillion thieves. Pretty helpful little thing for the enemies who are actually affected by it. But now, yeah, like Alex is saying there, because they are now stronger, they can break through guards, like how I have to use the hammer for Mario, where I charge it up. Because their attack is stronger, they can hurt enemies who actually have defense now. Yeah, God, this is too many thieves for me. Gotta get the fuck out of here. Not worried about using FP. There's a restore thing right above us. Nope, leave me alone. I gotta go. Sorry, fellas. Wait, there has to be a hidden block. Is there actually a hidden block back there? Before I go have to deal with all those thieves? I mean, why the fuck not? I'll just murder them. There's a restore point right above me. I could use the star points. I see John is using the totally confused against spin technique. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it's not in Thousand Year Door, but Thousand Year Door, I guess, your trigger buttons are kind of occupied by all those other techniques they added. That actually takes advantage of the fact that Mario is supposed to be made out of paper in these games. God damn it. I'm gonna get these timings down one of these days. Nope. Nothing. Let's see. Liked it better when paper was just an aesthetic and at the center of every damn joke in the newer games. Yeah. Like, it's cute, haha, he's made out of paper, he turns into an airplane. Like, that's cute once in a while, but, like, the villains of Origami King are fucking office supplies. Like, just hyper-realistic office supplies, come on. Like, you think they'd be, like, I don't know, weird big origami versions of existing Mario character, like, races, maybe. Oh, like, here's a big, weird colored origami Bob-omb or something. Instead of just, here's a hyper-realistic box of colored pencils. Here's a stapler. Like, it's funny, but you do kind of wish they would have made some interesting characters. Which does make sense, considering they're trying to get away from having an actual story, I guess. I don't know how else to word what they've been doing with Paper Mario since Sticker Star. Like, they're afraid of having a plot with, like, characters and motivations. Is the final boss of Origami King, Thunder Mifflin. Have you thought about what game you wanted to review after you're done with the Battle Network series? Well, I think I'm pretty much locked into doing Star Force at this point. I have had too many people ask about it for me to not do it, you know? Don't. Wouldn't these two things give me the same result? I can't remember which thing I need to do. After Star Force, you're going to have to get good in One Step from Eden. Resurgence of Final Fantasy X. I'd like to. I looked back through it recently. To see all of my stuff was still there. I still have all the files. I still have most of the script. Oh, I can ask him multiple things. I just have to bring him more lemons. Still can't finish run One Step from Eden. Yeah, I've heard One Step from Eden is tough. Like, really tough. To the point where even people who are good at Battle Network, unlike me, have an issue with it. Oh, jeez. No, not buying. But why do they even have an option to buy? What is the point of that? It's for people spamming A through conversations. This is like a clever little thing. Like, purposefully put these terrible items that no one would ever buy for any reason. Never piss off the shopkeep. When the merchant in the game can easily kill you, yeah, the game is tough. Hold on, what is going on there? What are you guys talking about? I'm gonna say, like, giving him the lemon didn't do anything. Like, I could have just done this stuff, right? Oh no, I couldn't, because he had to move out of the way. Yeah, trigger the flag to move him. He would have moved if you bought the items. So yeah, so the lemon thing was entirely pointless. I mean, not entirely pointless, because, you know, how would you know that on your first playthrough, but... Hey, mate. I'm in your house. Oh no, it's a mouse not wearing a cloak. Oh, when he's in disguise, he calls himself Sheik, huh? That's a not subtle reference. Alright, well, time to go play Hot Colder with the cruel, unforgiving sands of time. Oh, wait, it's a quiz. It was a very difficult question. I had to have game facts opened up for that one. Hold on. 3 trees, jump badge, jump badge. Okay, hold on. Let's go back and get this miraculous badge that I missed. Runaway pay. Lets Mario earn star points even if he escapes from battle. I didn't even know that badge existed. I assume it is a severely reduced amount of star points. Put my spin back on. Oh, it means, like, any of the star points I've already earned. Is that what it means? Because that makes more sense. Yes, okay. I was confused about the nature of this badge because it didn't make any sense, but that explains it. I don't really plan on running right now. I could take off close call, but what do I even replace it with? Did I have anything else worthwhile for 1 badge point? I figured I'd just keep it on, like, just in case. Might save me. Refund, yeah. I guess we could use more money for badges. And now it's daytime again. Oops. Probably should have checked that one, boys. Oh, that's why they're that. I was wondering why they're that color if they weren't that much stronger. It's the poison. Nope, leave me alone. I just want the badge. With Mario, jump on spiked enemies without taking damage. That's some good shit. For fuck's sake, these timings. Leave me alone. I'm not good enough to defend against your attack. Stop poisoning me. Nothing I love more than weird busy work time wasted. Ooh, sorry about that. Was just having a bit of an issue with chat not loading. So it would appear we've reached this point again. The point where I am in the middle of the dungeon, and we're just sort of playing the game, and I don't have anything to say, and no one has anything to say, so we just sit here in awkward silence while I play an old RPG that no one gives a shit about anymore. It's a sad few moments. There's not much to... A lot less to talk about in Paper Mario than I assumed there would be. Awkward silence as a gameplay element. Let's see. Any games looking forward to? Actually, while we're talking about Mario games on the Nintendo 64, I'm actually really excited for Mario Party Superstars. It doesn't come out till like the end of friggin' October, but it would be real fucking nice to have a regular-ass Mario Party game again, even if it's mostly recycled stuff. I don't care. It's like the top 100, but not shitty. So, I'm excited for that. Have I played The Sims? Not extensively. I tried The Sims when it was free on PS4 a little while back. It didn't occur to me that playing The Sims on a controller would be borderline impossible. Like, I must have spent 2 hours fighting with the menus before I finally just gave up. Because that game needs fucking keyboard and mouse. If it doesn't have the old crappy voice acting, I'm not it. I need Wario and Waluigi saying, "Oh my god," in order for me to enjoy Mario Party. Have I played Skyward Sword HD? Not yet. I want to, because I have been a proponent all these years that Skyward Sword is probably a good game that unfortunately has motion controls. So, a version of it where you could just use buttons and sticks instead greatly appeals to me. It'd be nice to finally experience that game all the way through. Because on Wii, I got to the second dungeon and just quit. Because I was just done dealing with the motion controls. Couldn't handle it. They just weren't... Normally, I'm fine with motion controls, but the motion controls in Skyward Sword just weren't clicking with me. I had to, like, constantly recalibrate it and all that shit. I didn't like the Mario Party game. The microphone on the GameCube, but it will eventually get remaked somewhere in the next 30 years, like literally everything except Mother 3. I'm no huge fan of Earthbound or anything. However, there is no group of people in all of video gaming that I feel more sympathy for than the people who have been waiting for Mother 3 to just get fucking released. Especially because Nintendo keeps screwing with you and teasing it all the time. So I don't give a shit about Mother 3, but I hope you guys eventually get Mother 3. It's not getting released. Just pretend it exists so you won't feel the pain. It does seem really strange. Especially after Earthbound Beginnings. Earthbound Beginnings seems like they were trying to, like, gear up for finally releasing Mother 3. And then they just said, nah. This is how Persona 1 and 2 fans feel. No next nothing. What would be risky about Mother 3? I don't know a lot about Mother 3, but I think Mother 3 has some, like, weird, like, gender fluid fairy things or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of that might be a little weird. You'd have to dance around it a little bit. Some weird, yes, some weird everything in general. I think it doesn't help that Mother 3, even outside of that, like, Mother 3 is just really fucking dark. Like, really dark. Like, here, I'm gonna give you a sec. Spoilers incoming for the end of Mother 3, if you somehow don't know. So give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mother 3 ends with the apocalypse and everybody dying. That's basically how the game ends. It ends with the end of the world. While everyone else is just horribly clinically depressed. Because everyone they love dies. Mother 3 is a really, really weirdly adult game for what it is. Like, if it was released now, it would absolutely have to be at least rated T. I mean, yeah, and the bad guy, and like the bad regime is like pretty obviously just America. Like, it's not really even subtle about it. And like the bad guys are capitalist pigs who are like trying to mind control people with technology. It's kind of on the nose. I don't know, it's, what was I gonna say? It's tough to tell if it's like, they have thought about localizing Mother 3 and then like have made concerned decisions not to specifically, or it's just Nintendo's ongoing thing of completely ignoring 50% of their franchises. I mean, like, yeah, Metroid's coming back, finally. But it was pretty much just Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon for quite some time there. And we got another upgrade. Kirby 2, yes. Well, there was, before... Okay, so this is like 100% rumor stuff. And maybe someone in chat knows a little bit more about... a little bit more about it than I do. Supposedly, before they had to be pulled to work on Metroid Prime 4, Retro was working on some kind of mixture of Star Fox and F-Zero. Like, it was supposed to be some kind of racing game with, like, an open world element. Because it had already been confirmed F-Zero and Star Fox take place in the same universe. Oh, that was bad. Oh no, F-Zero came up. I'm sad now. I ain't a speedrunner and I ain't a pro, so if you're like, boy, I wonder if he'll do anything interesting with 1 HP. Nope. I can't even get the block timings correct. And that doesn't damage them at all. Fantastic. I mean, I'm pretty much fucked here. I'm gonna have to use this thing. God damn it. Oh, I get a refund for that even though it's not a purchasable item. Did not know that. They treat F-Zero like Valve does Half-Life. Please do anything with it unless I have something to prove. Like, I'm not a fan of Half-Life. That's a topic for another day. But goddamn, if Valve could just make a video game, please, that'd be fucking swell. I don't care if it's Portal. I don't care if it's Team. Actually, I do care if it's Portal. I want it to be Portal. But Team Fortress, Left 4 Dead, just do fucking something. And it's another place I need upgraded hammer. Fuck! Back 4 Blood is claiming to be the new Left 4 Dead. I thought, hey, maybe this'll be good. But then they had like a breakdown video where they talked about it a little more, and Back 4 Blood seems like it's gonna be some weird half-finished microtransaction fuckfest. We'll see, I'd like to be proven wrong. But the way they wouldn't shut up about cosmetics concerns me. I'll press the right direction eventually. Okay, so that's not how I'm supposed to do that. Alright then. Well, back we go. Okay, here we go, finally. I don't mind microtransactions. What bothers me is how much of my time those games demand. Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to agree with this, like, games as a service thing, where every game has to have 100 limited time modes and, like, limited time battle passes to grind. Like, every game is striving to, like, be your second job at this point. Like, it's at the point where I just have to let go with some shit. Like, I love Rainbow Six Siege. I don't even bother grinding out that battle pass. I don't bother with the limited time game modes or whatever, because it's just not worth it. Every fucking thing is, it's like, oh, we added this cool new game mode. It's gonna be around for 3 days, and then it'll never come back again. Siege is addicted to doing that bullshit. Have an on-off thing going on with Warframe. Every 6 months or so, play the shit out of it for a couple weeks. I was into Warframe for a while, but that was before anything in Warframe was really added. Like, before the, like, flying around jetpack levels or anything, before the open world stuff. And now when I've tried to get back into it a couple times, there's just so fucking much. If you want to get into Warframe now. Like, it's kind of overwhelming. Why does the hammer do the climax noise? What are you talking about? This is just what the hammer sounds like. Have you never played Paper Mario before? So in case you haven't figured it out, that's what we're doing in this dungeon. We gotta find all these little stone things. Go put them in those pedestals we saw. I mean, it's more involved than the previous dungeon, but that's not saying a whole lot. There is a woman trapped in the hammer. I can't not laugh. I just can't. Oh, I guess I have to fight this guy. God fucking damn it. Does anyone else here remember PlayStation Home? Hold on. I will answer you after this drink. Yes, I remember PlayStation Home. I don't remember getting that involved with it. I remember dabbling a little bit. But I've never really been big into, like, I don't know how to describe this, like online friends. Like, I'm mostly just friends with people I know in real life. So, like, big social MMOs like that just usually aren't my thing. I'm too awkward. I think we'll go with some health, and then we'll do badge points next time. Because if I'm going to keep missing these fucking defense things, I'm going to need some more health. John is a true chat. I couldn't remember. Is there no. Yeah, I was having a hard time even, like, choosing a good badge to put on with the points I have. I know that the store updates after every, chapter. So there might be some good stuff. Because I think it's I don't think it's after this chapter. I think it's after the one after this. That jump charge gets unlocked. And we have to make sure we get that one immediately. Because it basically ends the boss fights. Like, you don't have to try at bosses anymore once you have jump charge and power bounce. No, there wasn't anything up here. Yeah, this is just the room with the hammer in it. What the... God. I am so turned around in this game for 6-year-olds. Real Chaz Paper Mario. Absolutely. Go ask that, Strider guy. Name you haven't heard in a bit. What happened to him? I have no idea. I remember last time I checked his channel a while ago, he hadn't uploaded anything. That was quite some time. The Quake Hammer and the Turtle seem to be the shit so far. Yeah. John, you have to play the Google Translate mod of Thousand Year Door next. If people enjoy this, if people enjoy me playing Paper Mario, I would be more than happy to play Thousand Year Door with that ridiculous Translate mod on it. Book of Doors or whatever the fuck it's called. What do you think of the Dead Space remake? We'll see. I mean, it's not EA themselves making it, so I have a little hope that maybe this third-party studio will do a better job than they would. I'm not a huge fan of the original Dead Space. It's fine. So, we'll see what they can do with it. Book of Mario Thousands of Doors, right? That's what it's called. That's weird. I really felt like there would be something here. Really hoping for Persona 6 announcement in September. I mean, it's gotta be, right? Oh, thank you for the follow. They released that, teaser for that poster set or whatever with all the protagonists. And there's like an empty slot that says, ugh, coming soon, or whatever. Something like that. So, like, it's gotta be Persona 6, right? You feel like they haven't milked 5 enough yet? I mean, if we're comparing it to the milking of 4. Persona 5. Persona 5 Strikers is on Switch, which is like a sort of Dynasty Warriors sequel game. But regular Persona 5 is not, as far as I know. Ooh, music gets fucking intense all of a sudden. Joker's in Smash, though? Yep. And that was before Persona 5 Strikers even came out. So just scan this guy. Misinterpreting bosses like Toon Koopa. That's the thing. It's like this guy isn't even like not a Mario enemy, you know? He's just a Koopa who just looks weird. Like, surely they could make characters like this for their modern Paper Marios, right? Instead of a roll of tape. Well, who's even been making the Paper Mario games? Because it's got to be like some weird, like, C team, right? Because Intelligent Systems makes Fire Emblem, and they constantly have to push those out. The most customization they're allowed to do is remove the fuse from a bomb. That genuinely caught me off guard. I forgot that happened. I would have used Quake Hammer before. I didn't know that hit him. I didn't know he was technically on the ground. Didn't Miyamoto have some saying how Sticker Star turned out? So what I have heard is that yes, but not as much as people act like. Like, people act like Miyamoto personally destroyed that entire game and, like, called all the shots. And I'm not gonna lie, he definitely had some hand in it. But I have heard recently that he had less input than people think he did. I think it's just, it's like carryover Nintendo's, especially in recent years, their aversion to, like, lore and world building. Like, the only series that's for Nintendo that's allowed to have lore and world building is Zelda. And they, like, try to remove it from every other series. That's probably why all of Kirby's lore is fucking hidden all the time. So Nintendo doesn't notice it and pull it out. Like, I've said before, I understand Nintendo's, like, protectiveness of their IPs and wanting to have, like, super tight control over, like, Mario, the most important character in all of video games. Like, I understand, absolutely. I wish they were a little more lenient, but I do get why. Bowser's great in the spin-offs, but having new villains, for instance, never hurt. Absolutely. I would actually argue Bowser is better in spin-offs than he is in any main Mario game. They give Bowser so much more, like, personality in spin-off games, especially, like, the RPGs. They make him, like, this weird, overcompensating tough guy, which I think is a really... It's a really interesting character for him to have. You know what it is? Bowser in the RPGs reminds me of Bowser from, like, the old Mario cartoons. Like the Super Show. Like, he's this weird, bumbling idiot who just so happens to have all these people following him. For no explicable reason, really. But every once in a while, he gets something right. We need a Rock Hawk spinoff. I couldn't agree more. Have I seen the Mario movie? Yes, I've seen the Mario movie a couple times. The Super Mario Brothers, like, people say all the time, like, it's like the people who made this movie were high. But, like, the people who made the Mario movie were, like, 100% shit-faced the entire time they were making that movie. And that is why it's so fucking weird. Let's see, I like how in the RPGs they make it a point that Bowser's minions follow him because they respect him. Bowser isn't one to abuse his power in spite of how he seems. Yeah, the Mario RPGs make Bowser, like, a weirdly sympathetic character. You kind of just feel bad for him a lot of the times. better villain than most games. Like, it's so weird, like... How has every single piece of supplementary Mario material decided on Bowser's personality, and it's got nothing to do with the main games? Like, it seems pretty consistent. Like, even in sports games, Bowser's sort of like a bumbling weirdo. Bowser is... Oh, here we go. Bowser is a boss who is competent enough to be in charge, but incompetent enough to feel relatable. I think you hit the nail on the head there. In case you thought even Paper Mario wouldn't have a mandatory stealth section, ooh, you were incorrect. So there are a couple badges that you can get in these sections where you play as Peach, because, spoiler, there's going to be a lot more of these. And any of the badges you get, Twink will bring to Mario, I believe. Or you, like, put them in a box or something. Oh, right, that purple chest with a star on it. And then you go to the Star Hill, and it's like a Resident Evil box where they're magically linked. Paper gear folded. Tactical arts and crafts action. Has it ever been officially stated there's a thing between Peach and Mario? I mean... I don't think so, but I mean... When they're not, you know... When he's not saving her, they're, like, constantly going on vacation together to different places. I guess he could just be the bodyguard, but... You don't make that many cakes for a guy you don't give a shit about, you know? Odyssey, like, made a little joke about it at the end. Which I would be more mad about them teasing it and then, like, pulling it away if it wasn't hilarious. She just stood there. Like, oh no, they're coming. Doesn't move. Stares off into space. I mean, Bowser does, quote-unquote, marry Peach in Super Paper Mario. But that game's story is like weird fan fiction. Super Paper Mario... No. That wasn't a criticism of Super Paper Mario's story. Super Paper Mario's story is amazing because it is weird fanfiction, it feels like. Super Paper Mario feels like a shitpost. Like every single character is just weird and ironic and self-aware, and it's really fun.